Hey everyone, I'm Zaria. Thank you for joining us or clicking on this video. Go ahead and hit that share button and show love by loving or liking this video. Today I will be reading Say a Little Prayer by Dionne Warwick. Little D, that's me, up early to fix my hair and noodle about what jeans, jumper, or dress to wear. After some oatmeal, I'm off to school. Little D, that's me. Good morning, everybody on Sterling Street. I greet every soul I meet. Mr. McCloso keeps his shop so neat. Buon Gonoro, Mr. McCloso. Buon Gonoro, Little D. Mrs. Chefs has a chihuahua named Pete. Buenos dias, Mrs. Charles. Buenos dias, Little D. Good morning, Mr. Simon and Mr. Sullivan, Mr. Sleet. She looks a little grumpy, but she's very sweet. Good morning, Little D. Good morning, Little D. Good morning, Little D. Mr. Duakis makes the best pies, cakes, and baklava galore. Kalimira, Mr. Dawkins, Little D. Right next door is Daddy's candy store. No chocolates, caramels, or treats for me till after 3. Little D, that's me. I'm loving every hour of school, math the most. Little D, that's me. Later in the day, my homework's done. Time for fun. Basketball, stoop ball, kickball. Sometimes it's too hard to pick a game to play. Maybe some of each before the sun says adios for the day. Plus, I have a treasure chest of pranks for hiding one of my brother's toys, or my sister's left shoe, or dressing our Bobo, Sunny Boy, in my fabulous tutu. Little D, that's me. I'm happy to be myself. When I feel creative, I make a poem or a little look-alike of my home from clay. When I feel adventurous, I take pretend trips by train. Chugga-lugga, by boat. Swish, swash, swish, swash. By plane. Zip, zoom, to places I'm wishing and hoping to go someday. London, Tokyo, Paris, Frankfurt, Rome, Abu Dhabi, and San Jose. Little D, that's me. My window wishing on a rainy day about grown-up me. Maybe I'll be a court stenographer, getting inside scoop on law with and all the twists and turns. Or maybe I'll be a teacher. I love sharing what I learn. Or maybe a ballet dancer. Ooh, watch me twirl. Does God want me to be any of those things, I ask myself? Little D, that's me. I'm feeling shocked when Grandpa made a surprise request one Sunday morning. The shore had sung Rock of Ages and Nearer My God to Thee. It was time for Grandpa to preach, but instead he beckoned for me. What could Grandpa want? I wondered on my way up front. Little D, I would like for you to sing, he said. Grandpa had the knowing look in his eyes. Daddy calls it Grandpa's look of revelation and inspiration. Suddenly, the whole church was clapping and cheering me on. I wasn't just shocked, I was nervous. Grandpa, I whispered, do you really think I can sing? I sure do. And if you think it, you can do it, Little D, he replied with a revelation and inspiration smile. Grandpa always said that to the folks who came up to him for counsel and hope. But on Sunday morning, when I looked up into Grandpa's wise eyes, I felt the power of those words for the first time. For me, Little D, if you can think it, you can do it, I whispered. I'll say a little prayer for you, Grandpa promised. I said a little prayer too. I closed my eyes and started singing Jesus Loves Me with all my might, moving through the notes just right. I felt so free. I felt so fully me. I couldn't believe all that applause was for me, Little D. When Grandpa preached, he said God blesses everybody with many talents and smiles when we use our gifts for good. Our lives rise when we find and let shine our top talent. It's one of those things that bring you the most joy. Never, ever be sloppy with your talents, he added. Always treat them with extra special care and prayer. It felt like Grandpa was talking to just me. I knew right then, right there, that nothing, no ball game, no poem, no amount of play with clay, no pretend tricks, not even math or ballet class had ever filled me with such soul deep joy as when I gave to myself that song that Sunday. Little D, that's me. Practice, practice, practice. I practice singing melodies note for note. I make sure not to strain my throat. I practice keeping in sync with the beat. It helps you to pat your feet. Always before I practice, I say a little prayer. You see, now I'm in two chores, the chore at school and the choir at school. If I find one, I might join that choir too. In a few days, I'll be singing someplace new. Little D, that's me, with Daddy taking my picture outside the world-famous Apollo Theater in Harlem, New York City. That's many, many, many miles away from Sterling Street. After Mommy heard about the Apollo's amateur night for kids, my whole family said, Little D, you must sing in that show. Even Sonny Boy let loose happy woof woof woofs. I could think it, I could do it. I said a little prayer before I stepped on stage. Little D, that's me. I'm watching folks who live and working on Sterling Street as they crowd around the radio, patting their feet. Oh, yes, 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 beams Mrs. Sleet. That's definitely Little D. As for me, Little D, I say a little prayer for you. May you find your top talent, your soul deep joy. May you never, ever let it go. The end. Okay, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate all you guys' support. Make sure you like us right here on Facebook. You subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you follow us on Instagram. See you guys next time. Bye.